Welcome back to Gears to week 33 of this account with a few changes. We're still going for Galactic Legends Ray, but it'll be far out now, so we'll have shorter goals in the meantime. So let's claim our rewards. So just fire on the dailies, see where we're at. We're still farming the geos. So we'll just go straight into the roster. Farming Mara Jade for that Star Killer requirement and to finish off the Empire team. So just under halfway. Waiting on Chirotex. Go back to favourites now and do Vandor Chewie. Happy days, and we're getting some Tarful because he's been moved onto that node. So the plan going forward is going for Jedi Knight Revan as well as Geos. So Geo farm will be still Cantina and buy in soldier out the fleet store if there's no ships. Same as Spy, just to speed that along. Brood Alpha's in the Cantina. Each day just head out to see if we can get her at least at 4 stars. And we'll work on her as we go. We'll bring T3 up. So there was a lot of debate. I was going to go for Cal Kestis, then I was going to go for Jedi Knight Luke, the Darth Revan, but looking at it, we're going to be getting a Crate Dragon raid soon because we just cleared Heroic Sith due to Skippy, who's just joined us in the guild, so that's fantastic news. He just cleared it today. So at a bare minimum we could do Heroic Sith now, which is fantastic. So with Crate Dragon in mind, we're looking at Jedi Knight Revan, get him up and running with his team. That'll finish off Yoda and him for a solid team for JAC, as well as an Old Republic team to do some damage in the Crate Dragon raid. And then we might move on to Darth Revan, and then we might move on to Malak, depending on how our ship farms go in terms of what we have left to get. So it all depends on how quick we can farm up these requirements. So this works in well because it gives us a Jedi team that we're lacking for an assault battle. It gives us our final 2 components for our Wookiee team with Tarful lead, because we put Mission and Zelbar in that. And we're utilising T3 because we need him as a pilot anyway to go with our Revan Hawk. Mara Jade for Star Killer Dash will get farmed up, and L3 will get farmed up along with Vandor Chewie to give our Dash team. So the three teams that we're actively working on for the foreseeable is Bastila, Jedi Knight Revan requirements, finish off the Empire team, which won't take too long. At least gear 12 in them. Mara Jade will go to Relic, Vader will go to Relic, and so will Palpatine. At some point, bolster up that Empire squad for territory battles, not territory battles, assault battles, GAC, and just bolstering the dark side up because we're light side heavy. Same with the Geos, they'll go to gear 12, so we're not too far off that with a soldier. We're just waiting on a few pieces and 7 star in them. Sunfac is Carbante heavy, so that's what's slowing him down. And then Spy needs to go up, and then Pogo. So, bit of work on the gear, but we'll farm them out first. Empire squads all at least gear 10. 11 for Mara Jade. Pilot needs a bit of work. Vader and Tarkin are at 10, so they'll go up at least 12 now and eventually Relict. The Dash squad will finish off L3, get her to gear 12, and that will be her ready. Lando will stick where he is. Might do a switch out from Lando to Hondo, give or take at some point when I get Hondo up in star level. Chewie, he will up to gear 12, and then Young Han. He doesn't have much left, so I'm just going to promote him to see what we've got left of his shards. So we're halfway to getting it. So we've got that. Our bounty hunters will need to finish off Bosk at some point. And the raid journey teams. So we've got this squad to now. That's because they're usable. This team's complete. Just needs to gear relic up. Resistance trooper. We need to unlock Visas Mar in this, but we might not even need Visas Mar. We might just fire in a Star Killer in there or something. I'm not too sure. Then we've got this Ray team. On our teams from other teams that we're doing. We're just leaving these, but we might need to do some of the activate these just for the Dragon Raid. Our Star Killer team, so I'm going to go for Saw Gerrera to go alongside our Rebels for Kyle Katarn, and that's just working into that Cal Kestis journey guide. He is a hard one though, so it'll take a while. So I'm not too fussed. I'll bring up Kyle Katarn first before doing anything there. We'll get Traya quite frequently now, and that'll fit in for our Darth Talon farm. And obviously the Dash Round Dar team is discussed, so that's the Star Killer teams that we're definitely doing. I'm picking out Luke and Old Ben from the guild store when I can. So that will finish off the requirements, and then I might just go ahead and do that journey, gear them up once we've got that. So that's on the back burner. Same with finishing off Anakin and getting the Jedi, the Qui-Gon Omicron in place, ready for having another Jedi team and a roll on defence. And then we'll get Night Sisters going, Merrin's in the fleet store, in the fleet node, so that's a good starter for that. So we'll start building up the Night Sisters again for that assault battles. The Rey requirements, we're slowly building out Rose, Heat Resistance Hero Finn and Poe, just because we'll be using them, so when they've got spare energy they get some shard living to allow me to bring them up, and that's where we are with the roster. Modding, we're just firing out as many mods as we can. We're doing really well on crystals, so I'm trying to build a good supply of them, not overspend on crystals. We're almost at 2000. We're at 27 million. So I've been going for gear because a lot of people need gear. But it all depends what gear's available. This is ideal. Try and build up our supply of this. Just grabbing Gear 13 stuff in the store as we go, so that we can get rather than going for one pull, we're just building Gear 13 stuff so we could relic up our characters that we need to relic up. Grab a million credits. Stuff like this is what we're buying, and now that leaves us with our 2 purchases in the store for this time around. So we're going to go for, where is he? Young Han and Luke. Squad Arena, we're still buying out IG-88, we're 70 shards away, and in War we're just buying ships. Fleet Arena, we're buying ships unless we don't have ships in Grievous, and then if there's none of them available, we're buying ships that we're using, or we're buying Geosoldier and Geospy. I use some of my 100,000 ally points and got some shard drop points as well, so we're doing that. I'm not doing Conquest this time around, just going to see how we do without having to worry about Conquest, because the rewards aren't the best. I'm just going to build the account up as we go. Fleet battles. Let's see the good old Zetas. So we're a wee bit off for our next Zeta. On the ship front, we're primarily focusing on executor requirements at the moment, just building up these ships that we need. And for executor, we don't need Xanadu Blood, but we'll use Xanadu Blood to get our Millennium Falcon. We're halfway to getting Razor Crest, so that will be up and ready in due course. So just to go back to the Wookiee team, I think we've got this sitting. This will be the ideal setup. It utilises the two of the characters that we need for the Ray journey. It utilises the 2 characters we need for Jedi Knight Revan, and it utilises our Tarful. So we get our 3 Wookiees. Mission and Zalbar go hand in hand together with their Zeta on me and Big Z forever. Basically, every time once per turn mission, says Zalbar when uses an ability, so she just constantly throws out bombs, and then Han and Chewie work together with Tarful, as we've seen already. This will be our Darth Revan team that will build up, our initial Darth Revan team, and then we'll fire Malak in there. T3 will get fired into the droid scoundrels, and Hondo might go in there, or he might go into the Dash team. This will be our ideal setup for Darth Malak, Sith Marauder. Oh, we've lost it. 2 seconds. And we're back. So Darth Revan, lead with Malak. We'll probably put Trooper or Marauder in there. That's the flexi spot. So that's the plan going forward. Keep losing this. I've had to use a different source on OBS because we had an update on the BlueStacks. So guild stuff then, we're sitting at 79 million. We had a big account join us. We've got two slots left, so if anybody's watching looking to join the guild, feel free to come and join. We'll be happy to have you if you're willing to put in the work. I believe, let me just try and see. 85 is the minimum requirement to join the guild. Just because we're moving on to geo-territory battles, we've increased our raids as well. We're up to Heroic Sith as discussed at the start of the video, which means we're getting max crate. So we get 4,000 to that Mark 2, 8,000 to that Mark 1, and then 10 treasure shards. So that is a massive increase on our raid rewards. So now we need to check out, once this clears, what this is going to give us, and if we're going to be able to do the Crate Dragon, if it's going to be worth doing it. If we can't do it, we're not getting a decent reward from it, then we'll move into doing the Heroic Sith every time. Hoth territory battle then, we're almost finished it. It'll be finished this afternoon. And we're currently sitting at 18 stars. We should hopefully get 1 star there. I don't think we'll get a star in the middle. And hopefully get 1 star here. So we'll get potentially 2 stars, which will take us up to 3,700. Get 1. So let's just fire on a battle using our race squad. And then I'll jump over to the farming guide account to show progress in 3 weeks. Leave that buff for the next wave. So the change of battle plan for Galactic Legend Ray threw me off slightly for the last week, just trying to figure out the next moves. But overall it'll make the roster a lot better. Just taking our time to get that Galactic Legend Ray. It just shows that unless you hoard up crystals, that's the only way we could have done it, is if we hoarded up crystals and used the crystals to get Akbar or Tarkin's ship to 7 stars. When the events popped up, then we won't be able to get it in out India. That's the only way I could think that the Arnold and Star Wars Dad managed to get Supreme Leader Kylo in under a year. We've not shown the actual progress of that, so I could be wrong. But looking at it and what's available from the Radis perspective, that's the only way I could think that it would be feasible to do it under a year. Lost it again, 2 seconds, should come back. There we go. Seems if I slide my mouse down too far, it throws it off. So the plan for the next week will still be to build that Geo team up and to build the finish off the Empire farm and moving on to the Darth Vader farm. There we go, 541,000 points. So that's for this account. Now I'm going to switch over to the free to play account, free to play farming guide account, just to give you an overview of what we're on for that. Actually, no, not, because it's going to muck about the OBS, so I'm not going to go onto the account. I'm going to go onto the go.gg page and show you the roster from there, so bear with me, I'll be back in a second. Right, and we're back and we're on this go.gg. Excuse me. So I'm just going to the members. So right now on the guild we've now got 3 more Galactic Legends, and so Dusty had C and Jedi Master Kenobi, and then Skippy's came in with Rey, Jedi Master Luke and Jedi Master Kenobi. So that's where the increases come in Galactic Legends. I'll just give you an overview of this account. So we're currently in rank 499 If we go into the characters, so you'll remember if you've watched the farming guide that the first couple of teams that are doing Jedi, so we've got our initial Jedi up and running. This is 3 weeks into the account. We unlock Grandmaster Yoda at Gear 5, 5 stars at level 51. We've got Bastila unlocked just yesterday, so we're working on that farm. And then we've got Old Ben, Mace Windu to 7 stars. Qui-Gon hit 6 stars yesterday. Luminara hit 6 stars, or has hit 6 stars. I've just not put the star on her. And then Ahsoka is getting the next star in terms of the Jedi. On to our Imperial Troopers. If I click the right button. We're working on, we're ignoring Gideon and Dark Trooper now because we got our Iden. Iden's at 4 stars. Snowtrooper will be at 7 stars probably today. Magma Trooper's building up, and then Stormtrooper. So we're not too bad there. They're all Gear 6 and they're our arena team and helping clear war each day. We've also started working on, not that you'll see it here, but we've started working on mission in Zalbar, as well as we pick up Anakin where we can. And we're building Farmboy Luke from the guild store, and then that will round off our CLS requirements once we get Leia and Han up to the relevant levels. So the account's looking not too bad. We've got Tarkin getting built up in the fleet store, and we've got TIE Pilot farming in the cantina. We've got Geo Soldier about year 5, star 5, and we've got Geo Spy at 4 stars, ready to go for ships. We're level 55, so we're well on our track to be where we want to be in terms of the farming guide. So if you've not checked out the farming guide, please take a look. I'll try and leave a link in the description to that video, or a card at the top of the video to that, if I can figure out how that's done. And going forward on back to the main account, let's just go back. Probably better just doing that, and then there. On this account, we'll be working on the Geos and then the Empire squad for the next week. Then bringing up that Dash Rendar squad, focusing on GEC and broadening out the roster. It might be another year, 9 months to a year before we get GL Ray in terms of our requirements. Just another we check on this. You can do the checklist and it will show you for each journey guide if you've got the characters available, and as it's not letting me scroll. You could also go to Galactic Legends needed, select your Galactic Legends / journey. So for example, Cal Kestis, what we need there. So if you're looking for gear, click on this and say you want to do Cal Kestis. We're going to need 750 Carbantes, 650 Kyrotechs and 550 Mark 9 Kyrotechs, as well as the rest, but they're the usual choke points. Dr. Aphra needs a lot more Kyrotechs, but Cal Kestis event doesn't require relics, that's why there's no relics are needed. Starkiller, in comparison what we need 750 Kyrotechs for them each, and 650 Carbantes, so it might be a wee while to get that. It doesn't show you the Revans, unfortunately. But if we look at Ray, we need 750 Kyrotechs as well for Ray, and it's just Mark 7, so to do Starkiller and Ray we're needing 1500 Kyrotechs. If we look at Leviathan, that's a new ship that's coming out. That needs a whopping 1250 Mark 7s. 700, so 2000 Kyrotechs between the two variants, and 2000 Carbantes, as well as a load of relic mats and relic, because it's the high end fleet, so that'll be about 6 years before we get that. Jedi Knight look, we would need 2500 Carbantes to get the characters up to where they need to be. Supreme Leader Kylo needs 1000 Kyrotechs and over 2000 Carbantes, so there's a lot of tanks in his squad. Grand Inquisitor, 1050 and 900, so 2000 Kyrotechs all in. So that's how I planned this out. So we might do Dr. Aphra, but she's going to need a lot of Kyrotechs. It's going to be a Kyrotech heavy regardless of the squad that you go for. Executor alone will need 650. That's why we're going for Executor in terms of fleets, because we can't get the droid brains yet that we need for Radis. So we'll go for Executor, we'll go for Starkiller, maybe Cal-Kestis, depending on how long it takes to farm up his requirements. We'll do him on the side, because once his kit's revealed we might know what if he's going to fit in well on a Ray squad or a Starkiller squad or whatnot, because he'll be an aligned force user. We're just going to go for GL Ray, and then we'll have another GL getting announced in due course as well. So that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, and stay salty.